Hi guys, welcome back to the channel as today we're reviewing the flagship phone from Samsung, the S21 Ultra, to see if it really is, as most claim, the best all-around smartphone to get right now. The phone comes in a cheap small black box. Yes, I said cheap because if you take a look at the other flagship manufacturers, the one from Samsung really looks like they have skimped on quality here. Not only that, but we also don't get a charger in the box, only a USB-C cable and some leaflets. No headphones or case also, so Samsung is really going again the Apple way, as you will still need to get a charger when upgrading, as I am from the old S10, as the USB-C cable is not compatible with my current charger. Also, the phone only supports 25 watts charging, a little too slow if compared to other flagships from Xiaomi, OnePlus or even Sony. I don't like this kind of strategy, but it is what it is, so let's take a look at the phone itself. Quality-wise it's very good and they have managed to make it more compact than last year's S20 Ultra. The version I have here is the Phantom Black and it has a matte finish on the back with a mirror finish for the Samsung logo. On top we find two microphones, on the bottom the SIM slot, another mic, the USB-C port and the speaker grill. The right side houses the volume and power buttons, while the left side is clean, only the antenna lines can be seen. The screen has a diagonal of 6.8 inches and supports a 120Hz refresh rate and HDR10+ with up to 1500 nits of brightness. It's protected by Gorilla Glass Victus and sports a QHD resolution. The fingerprint scanner is placed near the middle of the phone for a better finger position. It's really fast and accurate, so no complaints here. As always for Samsung flagships, the screen is a joy to use for gaming or watching Netflix and YouTube, as it's tuned to perfection. The speakers sound very balanced and are also powerful, bass is adequate, and it supports also Dolby Atmos for surround sound. They have kept the selfie camera in the center of the screen, but in my opinion is not the best position. Left corner would be best for consuming video content or playing games, as it's less noticeable. The S21 Ultra is a joy to use as it flies through everything you throw at it, as Samsung has perfected their Exynos 2100 chipset. While benchmarking, I did notice it's slower than the Snapdragon 888 chip, but you won't see it in real life usage. Check my links in the description as I have prepared the speed test and battery test comparisons with other flagships. One thing I can say for sure is that this phone's 5000 mAh battery lasts a day and a half easily with Wi-Fi, all apps sync and AOD turned on, so it's very power efficient in terms of hardware and software. One downside is that it's not the fastest as far as charging speeds go because it only supports 25 watts charging. Come on Samsung, you can do better. Also, the wireless charging speeds are limited to the old 15 watts as I have on my S10. Let's now talk about the cameras. The S21 Ultra comes with a quad camera setup and it's one of the most versatile setups around. It consists of a wide 108 megapixel f1.8 with a 1 on 1.33 inch sensor with PDIF, laser autofocus, optical image stabilization, a 12 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide camera, which is the same as last year's S20 had, one telephoto camera of 10 megapixel and 3x zoom, and one periscope telephoto camera of 10 megapixel also and 10x optical zoom. The photos coming out of these are superb, especially the main camera. I think it's the best you can get on a phone right now. If anything, I wish Samsung would have applied a little less sharpness, as sometimes it tends to exaggerate when inspected up close. The ultra-wide camera is indeed one of the widest available, but its quality is not that great when compared to OnePlus 9 Pro for example. I won't get into details about this as again I have another video about it in the description. The zoom cameras also offer great photo and video quality and the level of stabilization is sensational for the 10x zoom. Regarding video recording features, I like the fact that we can now shoot 4K 60fps on the ultra-wide camera, a feature that was not available on the smaller S21 when I have tested it at launch. Not sure if it was added later or it's just reserved for the Ultra. You can also shoot 8K but only in 24fps and only with the main camera, but the video looks too choppy for my taste. Check out the samples I have provided below and let me know what you think. The selfie camera is one of, if not the best you can get right now on a smartphone. It has 40 megapixels with autofocus and shoots 4K video at 60 fps. Great stabilization, excellent face details, excellent dynamic range. Now let's summarize all the pros and cons for the S21 Ultra. First, the pros. It has the best OLED screen there is, 1500 nits max, 1440p resolution, 120Hz HDR10+, and support for S Pen. It has the fastest fingerprint scanner, best all-around camera on a phone, best selfie camera, excellent battery life, excellent One UI interface with all the features you could want, great stereo speakers. And now the cons. Photos sharpness could be dialed down a bit. Video options are limited, no 8K 30fps or 4K 120fps. It doesn't have a microSD slot, neither a 3.5mm jack. No charger is included in the box. The Exynos 2100 chipset is lower than the Snapdragon variant, and the size of the phone is too big for a pocket. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it and if you consider some other flagship phone deserves the title of the most complete smartphone around. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.